Yo, what is up, my fallopian tubers? Cesario from the barrio, coming back at you with another video for your butt. So, hoping to make a quick video, but probably not because I like to talk cards. So, I'm giving you guys an update on my 71 Topps Black Beauty set. So, for people that haven't watched my videos before, I am a set builder. I like to build sets. So I collect sets, but I like to build them. I don't try to buy complete sets. And I put them in binders. So the 71 set was the first set from the 70s that I gave myself a deadline to build. I said I wanted to do it in less than a year in honor of my dog Lumpy. And so that was a crazy mission for me because like the 58 set took me like 7 or 8 years to build. Same thing with the 69, took me like 5 years to build. But this one I want to complete it in less than a year in honor of my dog Lumpy. And a lot of people told me that was going to be really, really hard. That they are so condition sensitive that the high numbers are really hard to find. And that they're expensive. And so, you know, the starter set wasn't that bad that I ended up buying. And it wasn't a starter set, it was basically somebody was selling a binder full of 71 singles. So I just bought the whole thing because I got such a great deal on them. So to me, that's my starter set. She wasn't selling it as a starter set, but it was my starter set. So I started building it, you know, and I needed quite a few hundred cards to put it together. But luckily at the National, Gerhardt, big shout out to you, hooked me up. You know, right away when I made my video talking about it, a lot of people sent me 71 cards. So the set was just, YouTube was kind of building it for me. I don't know if that's a weird way to say it, but YouTube was practically building it for me because I was busy, couldn't go to the card shops, and my set was getting filled. But then when I went to the National, I still needed quite a few hundred cards, and Gerhardt there hooked it up. You know, the high numbers, so many high numbers, and even star cards. He hooked it up, man. So my list went from a few hundred cards to like 80 or something like that. So then I went to Burbank Sports Cards, went through their singles, and narrowed my list down to probably like 16. Like I did very good going to Burbank. So when I was down to 16, I joined a Facebook group and I ordered these packages. So that's what I'm gonna open today. If you guys are wondering what this video is about, I'm gonna open up those packages. So what happened is, I went to Frank & Sons, and from this lady Marianne, I bought all the cards that she had from the 71 set. So I went into the parking lot, updated my list, and then I think I needed like, I don't know, 8 or 10 cards. So I went on a Facebook group and I found as many as I could that I needed for my list. And then I was down to 2 cards. So the last 2 cards that I needed were the Roberto Clemente and the Dusty Baker rookie. So those were the last 2 cards I needed that were on my list. So the Roberto Clemente, I saw it in that same Facebook group, somebody was auctioning it off. So I said, I'm going to win this auction. I don't care how high it goes. And actually, I might actually already have the 71 Clemente, which I think I do. But I wanted to buy one for the binder. So I bid and I kept an eye on it every hour. Whatever the highest bid was, I beat it. I said, I'm going to buy this card no matter what it costs me. I don't care if I overpay. For me personally, I needed this card. At least it felt that way, you know, as opposed to I wanted this card. So I won the auction and I got the Roberto Clemente. So the last card I need is the Dusty Baker rookie, which I hope to find and buy. So anyways, and then on that Facebook group, I ran into some checklists, and the checklists sometimes are hard to find, so I just bought the whole set. So I think this is the Roberto Clemente. There it is. Boom! The Roberto Clemente. So that's off my list. And then let me see which this one is. I got 3 of them. Let me see what this package is. So sick, right? Sick as Roberto Clemente. I think in the end, I can't remember. I would have to look, but I think it was like $20-something in the end. I don't think it went too high. There wasn't very many people bidding on it. Probably got lowballed. I don't know. I don't know what that card is worth, but to me, it was worth way more than the 20-something bucks. I probably would have paid 50 if it went that high. But man, look at this packaging. Insane. Hey Caesar, enjoy the cards. Hope to work with you again soon. Thanks, Sean. Alright, let's open this baby up. So when I went back to my car, I saw a guy that offered me most of the cards, not the Roberto and not the Dusty. So I bought all of them that he had available off my checklist. Whew. I feel like I should pause this to open this. Wasting you guys' time. Wow. You talk about good wrapping. This is really good right here. Alright. There we go. Oh, this might be the checklist thing. Well, on top it has the upper deck. So hopefully he does what I used to do and put the good cards in the middle, and then just put common cards, even though Don Baylor was a great player, and Macklemore as kind of like the padding. So yeah, that's what it looks like he did. So, you know, just threw some extras. Willie Tits McGee, John Franco. So bought a bunch of the team cards were on the list. Okay, so this is the guy I bought all the team sets and all the checklists from. This wasn't from this is from 74, I believe. So these are from 74. It's all the checklists and all the baseball teams. So I have most of them, but I don't have all of them. Alrighty. This was like all I used to watch before was care packages. People opening up what they just got in the mail. Gifts. Alright, so this is the Hank Aaron. So you know what? I have not received the majority of the cards. That other one that I got like 16 cards from. So I haven't got that one yet. Alright, so look at that Hank Aaron, baby. The hammer. Hammering Hank. Alright, so yeah, I didn't get all the cards that I thought I was gonna get, so gotta go back and check who I bought those from and let them know I have not received them. But gonna put these in the binder and I'll show them to you right now. Hold on. Alright guys, so about to put Hank Aaron into his home right here beneath Alkin Dark. So bam, sweet, the Hank Aaron. And I'm going through this album, and that's the first card that I showed missing, and that's 400. So I think I probably got that actual package that I'm talking about that I thought I was missing. Was probably the first one that I got right away, and I opened it, and then these came like a week later. So hey, don't do drugs. So yeah, I think the only one I'm missing now is the Dusty Baker. Sorry while I look at this. Let me pause. All right, so the Roberto Clemente is gonna go in that bottom corner right here. Let me open this up. Come on, Roberto. So that's the Roberto that I bought. 20 something dollars in an auction. I'll take it all day, every day. It has a slight dog ear. All right, so yeah, guys, I need one more card. There's the new home of Roberto Clemente, and it's the Dusty Baker, which I think is the very last card. I'm not sure. Yeah, so yeah, the Dusty Baker goes right here. So that's the last spot. No, you can't tell when you're not in person, but see right there? That's the last spot I need to fill for this binder for my dog Lumpe, my donkey. So yeah, I just need a Dusty Baker. So that's the update. Sorry it took so long. I like to blab. Love my cards. But alright, love the hobby. And just keep collecting baseball cards forever, I say. Ciao! And stretch. And stretch. And stretch. Stretch those legs. Stretch. Stretch.